that was just a very long countdown of 2s for the going live.
Well, with Christopher Walken, some people, they do A, B, C, A, B, C. No, that's wrong. Gotta go A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, B, C.
Anyway, should we get a promotion thing going?
Yes, I'm writing it right now. Okay.
Home of power.
I have wrote it. It says, sailing the wicked seas again, the party eyes a sea of light with their evil submersible.
Perfect. Let's just plop that in here. I'm gonna say,
What's professionalism? Never heard of it. Can you eat it?
I only
Okay.
ban people who subscribe
Let's see.
for it.
I always enjoy Femboy Reads promos because I have to question what he's reading sometimes. Like, that legitimately looks like werewolf, like a sexy werewolf from like some teen novel. It makes me want to catch a stream, I'll tell you that. Like,
His streams are their streams are very interesting. Very interesting.
I remember having checked out one and I was like, wow, this is kind of like a fever dream, isn't it?
It's kind of, yeah, there's something very off.
I wouldn't say off, I would just say different.
Yeah. Let's just say you'll remember a Femboy stream.
See, I'm from California. I'm used to like blatant like BDSM shows walking down the street as if it's normal. Like, there's weird shit that happens in California. For instance, LA is quite famous for, you could just walk out, or you could just look out the window and see a Spider-Man walking down the street. They're just there.
What do you mean today? There's only one Spider-Man.
As far as you
He's
know.
real. I swear, he's real.
Well, I
But
mean,
you
it
see
is the
Spider-Man in
same
LA.
Spider-Man. It's just that he uses his web to make it look like he's in multiple places at once.
He's just so fast. He's a
So fast. Hi, dear Wizard. Welcome. We're about to get started with Wicked Sales. As we have a party of evil beings here that is ready to assault the overworld.
Yes, Scarblades.
Well, it's like we said, he uses his web to move so fast it looks like he's in multiple directions. We don't know how canonically long that Spider-Man's web is. For all we know, he might shoot it up to the to the like cross beams that hold up the world and like swing on that. Like, you never know.
Oh. Oh yeah, that little. What about the crab people? I also can't the.
Oh
stream
shit,
map.
that's right. I forgot to put the crab people there. You're right. I was like, huh, it kind of looks like one of these is missing. And you're right. I never put the crab enclave on there.
Crab people. Crab people.
So an explanation of this map that everyone can, well, everyone on stream can see is the more intricate those little wing symbols are, the higher tier they are. You don't it's not important that you know exactly what tier they are. You just have to know that they're kind of strong. And I forgot to put one of the icons down because it was in a very characteristic place. Yeah.
It's that little murky green kind of
Yeah.
underwater area just north of the skull.
Yeah, just north of the skull is a little like murky coral area, and that's where the crab people live, where they chill out under the sea, because it's better down where it's wetter under the sea. In
I
any
wanna see Christopher
case,
Walken play that role.
that would be pretty funny. So
That would be horrifying.
horrifyingly funny. So, a little bit of housekeeping we have to address is Captain Chum Chum. There was about a week or so. No, like 4 days of like canon time that we'd like to like fill in. Cause so do you think he was just sleeping the whole time, or is there like some like quick action you'd like to do? Because I'll also give you downtime, because you missed downtime, so I'll give you downtime. Platt,
Hold up.
did he
Just
die?
type for a few minutes.
Oh, did he like just step away? I think he just stepped away.
I know he has to type because his
Oh, okay.
someone came back.
Oh yeah, they're like, send him back now.
Yep. Uh, So we're
Okay,
I guess
never
let's do a quick,
mind.
recap.
Let's do a quick recap. The
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Dog, I told you, go lay down.
Yeah, quick recap will do.
Go lay down. Wicked sales. Potions and curses at a good price. So our recap was last session. The party attacked the fishing outpost of Mercor's Tears, and then stole a bunch of shit from the shipwright while causing general chaos throughout the town. At which point they also just randomly grabbed a dude and walked out with him. At which point the Mayor Galdonis led an expedition to go save the people. But it was too late, for the creatures had already totally consumed and destroyed everything before I got there. And so I just left. Yeah.
There were thousands of them.
There were thousands of them. I could not defeat so many creatures, for there was at least 90 gajillion million of them. It was too much. We must be very careful of this new dungeon to the south.
Mayor Caldonis.
Yeah,
Never change.
Galdonis.
I don't like that man.
Oh,
I
he's a
took it.
man
I took
after
his.
my own
I
heart.
took his coat.
That's right.
Should have taken his life.
He got away.
He was running.
For now.
He bravely ran away. He bravely ran away.
Yep. Oh, did you turn on the accolade stuff? The otherworldly accolade stuff on Twitch?
Yes.
They're
Oh, are people wondering? Oh, that's because all of the Night City stuff's still on. Okay. Name of adventure, and did I have anything else?
the Rapple Brabbledar.
Oh, that's always on.
Um, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I got it, because there's only like 3 or so that I have for it.
Yeah, I just don't know.
And I have a case. So now, well, it was just a period. We're kind of exiting the period of downtime. When Captain Chum Chum returns from his AFK, we'll finish that up. But I guess I might as well explain something interesting that happens. Is yeah, so the imps did help Bosun Maxla with help Bosun Maxley install the door, i.e. they got in the way and they drew chalk on it and they leapt around and played tag and all that. But the imps also afterwards, thank you for the host, Starblade, thank you, you're awesome. The imps also grabbed all of the different ship's wheels and winches and pulleys, and they intensely study the various plans that Bosun Maxley has left around, and also remembering all the various orders that they've received from the Wicked Ones. Over the course of a couple days, you see them, they're hammering things in, they're working on the submersible.
Is it appropriately crab-like or lobster-like? We actually had a debate about that.
I don't remember that being the debate. I think the debate was whether or not it had legs.
We both agreed on the legs. It's just that we then changed over to whether it was crab-like legs or...
That feels
Where
like
they're
something
always
that
out.
Baron Maxley would worry about more than other people.
Absolutely.
I mean, do you want it to be 4 big-ass legs or 6 smaller ones?
It was more of whether they were always deployed or not. was kind of the thing. If it was more of a boat or a scuttler was the debate. I don't remember how that went down.
I think the decision was both. That they can pull in.
Okay, so it's more long than wide.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Ah, Loggins, you're alive.
Yes, I am.
That's good. But yes, the imps are hard at work as they're put things together, and every now and then they test one of the legs, and it kind of goes.
Good.
Yes.
We need to, and so we already did the downtime.
Yeah. So I mean, unless there are any scenes or flashbacks you want to do, we can start talking about the next raid.
Only flashback.
Or no?
Is how's the guard post doing? Was repaired for my revelry. I remember the primal rage of it involved a crab holding a handgun. In a cockfighting ring.
I'm going to roll some fortune dice to determine whether or not it was repaired. As part of your calamity. Ooh, okay. So, the imps come to you and they show you that the imps aren't able to fix this table. It's completely broken. The marble slab in the middle has been cracked. Like, it's this is something that they're gonna have to like go far to find and replace.
Okay, so that might actually be a new raid target, is to find a new table.
Oh no, that's not quite a raid worthy target. However,
It is very characteristic of us.
Though they do tell you that there is a like camp of washed ashore, like they point at the beach and there's like a small camp where there's some washed ashore like merchants, and they've got like some supplies with them, like these they look
light
like
tongue or dark tongue kind of crew.
These look like proud like human merchants. Like these don't look like the kind of ne'er-do-wells that lurk in the small village on the island.
Oh. Wonderful. Just kind of pensively, kind of like with a little grinding noise, like strokes my jawbone as I try to weigh what to do about these. Are they? I guess they're intruders. Maybe.
Well, they have stuff. Even if it's only
Up on
their
legs?
persons. Thus, we should take their stuff. Very simple.
These stuff, take
Brilliant.
stuff. Okay, pretty brilliant plan.
Yeah, you just go up to them, you stab them many times, and then you rob them of everything they own. It's a very good plan. Not many flaws.
Indeed. Indeed. Yes.
When in doubt, stab him with the pointy end.
Yeah. No, let's just totally just roll up and steal their stuff.
All right, so let's set this scene. There's a raging pyre dug into the beach where there's like 5 or so of them, and they've got their lifeboat full of goods, and they're roasting something over the fire.
Okay, so I begin the plan.
How so?
I am throwing. Okay, let me look at my inventory very quick. I need to find out what I'm throwing at somebody today.
I mean, you're also a dangerous magician.
That is also very true. I can try and do a spell. You know what? I'm gonna try that jealousy spell once again. I'm gonna try and get these guys to have a bit of a fist fight with each other for my entertainment.
All right, I'm gonna say that's gonna be a tier 2 spell because you're outright inciting them into jealous violence.
That's perfectly fine.
So you're gonna have to spend a little bit of stress for that.
Yeah, that's 1 stress, isn't it? I believe.
I believe so. I can check back later, but I think it's just as point of stress.
Yeah. Okay, and then I roll my invocation.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say you
God damn
have controlled. Oh wow. Because you have control. This is a controlled situation, and they don't know you're there. You're just sitting there going, and
Pretty much.
suddenly one of the guys looks over and goes, "Hey, you! Hand that flask over. That's mine." Goes, "Oh, okay. Here you go." Goes, "Hey, thank you," and starts sipping on it.
Just a very angrily, "Thank you very much, sir."
Yeah, like he's a little terse about it, but he's a good sport.
Yeah. Yeah. Now can I-
Our goal for this mission is the almighty table.
And everything else they own, obviously.
But I also think it would be funny for a skeleton just run out of nowhere, grab a table, and just run and keep running.
God damn it.
Just creep up to the cart, go, I found the slab, and run off.
And I goes, the almighty table shall be completed, as I just run away. Yeah, no, I'll totally do that. He's like deranged enough to do that. To loudly announce that the almighty table is going to be completed and just run.
How are you gonna do this unseen?
Who said anything about being unseen?
Okay, then what action do you want to use? How is this going to occur?
This is all speed. Like, this is just a random skeleton just rolling up out of nowhere. So I guess just running up to the cart saying, aha, the almighty table shall be completed, and then just keeps running.
Yeah, that sounds pretty finessey, speedy, like. Yeah, that's okay.
That is just something Bosun Maxley would do. He does not understand subtlety as much as it is just, I want this thing, it is now my thing. I'm running. I want this thing, I take this thing, and I put it, and I move on. Should I? Just to make it even more funny, I'm gonna burn a dark heart.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Litho. And yes, so you have the slab in your hands. However, what the drunken washaways are looking at you and going, what? Hey!
I proudly proclaim that the mighty table is mine, and just keep running, and just dash off.
Yeah, there's a pursuit. They're gonna roll to try and keep up with you, and they don't. You because you are, after all, not of the living persuasion. Things that would slow down living people don't slow you down. So I guess you'd like take a shortcut through a bramble or something, and they're like, crap.
Okay.
A random skeleton ran up, stole a big slab of marble, and just ran off,
Yes.
proclaiming something in dark tongue about a table.
And while the skeleton is being chased, I'm just going to grab every random knickknack that they left on the beach.
Absolutely. You kind of round up their pouches and some of their supplies, and you're able to quickly fit that in one of their bags and scamper off with it before they get back.
Exactly.
Everything not nailed down, we take.
Exactly. Even the empty bottles, because that can be used for something one day.
And with all of that you've stolen, that's more than enough to renovate the guard room. Now the guard room's freshly renovated. It's got a nice new table. It's got a bunch of fresh rum bottles and some decor and the flag of a ship that you hope no longer sails. You've done it. Yeah.
And they will starve to death.
Screw them.
That was the most brilliant plan ever.
Oh boy.
If it's stupid and it works, is it truly stupid? I guess is the phrase here.
Is it truly stupid if it worked? Do we have Captain Chum Chum yet? There's real life is happening apparently in shotgun status right now for him. So we'll get back to him. In that case, then yes. Hold on. Let me quickly. I didn't think he was actually going to drop out of the call.
Yeah, I imagine he has
Yeah,
to
it's
call
just
someone else on Discord.
life happening.
Yeah, he has to call his wife. Because I it's none of my business, of course, but I guess things are just happening at the moment, and that's fine. That's absolutely fine. My UI is gonna look like shit for a while. Don't worry about it.
As a wise man once said, shit happens.
Shit happens. A tale was once told that there was a pond, and on that pond was a duck. The duck exploded. Shit happens.
I am now Captain Chum Chum, and our glorious GM is Loggins the Kobold.
Then he waddled away the very next day.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, the thing is, as you know, the second I fix that, like, he's gonna get back, and then I'll have to readdress it. Okay, so
It's just
let's start talking about raids, because we're starting to get to the raiding phase of our programming.
yes.
So as a reminder, a raid is a catch-all term for any group attack onto the surface. So hitting a building and stealing everything within it, attacking a village and stealing everything in it, attacking a port and stealing everything in it. Those are all raids. And so
I see one common thread here.
yeah. And the four questions we have to answer is: you need a goal, you need a target, you need a plan, and you need details. So the goal is kind of as simple as what reward do you want to get out of it. Like last time you acquired materials for a tier 3 room. This time it could be to like do any other myriad of things. It depends.
Oh,
Well,
one thing would be to expand the dungeon.
yes.
It's getting a little cramped in here.
We could build a place of material wealth and the accidental loss of it through the power of dice.
What?
AKA, we
Casino.
gamble. I get a place of gambling. That could be great for morale.
You're able to start building the room before you gather materials for it.
Oh, fantastic.
So basically how they envision it is you can start the tier 3 project to build the room, and then at any point during that process you need to gather the materials for it, aka do the raid for it, in order to complete the room. For instance, you basically had a 7 out of 8 vehicle bay, and then the last wedge was filled in by you getting the materials.
Well,
I get
before
you.
we start adding in more tier 3 rooms, I think what we need to do is focus more on making a more elaborate dungeon, because tier 3 rooms are kind of squishy.
Yeah.
That is a fair point.
especially since people heal whenever they raid a tier 3 room, and they also tend to break our stuff.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, ooh.
So a good idea would be to essentially acquire more funds / materials to rapidly expand our dungeon, and also we need to move our inner sanctum because this one currently has a leak in the ceiling. I mean, I still love the themat. I still love the thematics that we are directly beneath an evil lake, but the leaky ceiling is a problem.
Okay.
I mean, resale value. Think of it. I almost think of like a
Weasel has
Hello?
returned.
Greetings, Plaid. Welcome to the place of adventure.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
Welcome. Greetings,
Welcome back.
Pirate Captain. Greetings, Captain
Greetings.
Chum Chum.
Yes.
For days, your character has had a little bit of time off. What did you do during it? Not only do you have some time off, but you also have I believe it's a downtime action that you may partake on as well.
So I flashback action and downtime action, right?
Well, the flashback's optional. The downtime is something you can is something you have to do.
Okay. So I'll start with flashback. That's easier.
Okay.
So for this entire time, Captain Chum Chum has been out, basically with his squad of goblin pirates, surveying the potential targets, but they
Get-
kind of got lost.
Give me a little. Be a little more specific. Like what target? Where were you going?
They were gonna go search out the big island to the west, specifically the Beholders area, I believe.
Okay. You want to case them out?
Yeah.
Okay.
The which one?
The Beholder, which is just on the edge of that little island there.
Okay.
Then yeah. What action would you like to throw there as you're investigating that area?
Sorry, it's been so long since I've done this thing.
That's all good.
Should be on your
Yeah,
character
I can't
sheet.
remember what action. Yeah, I'm trying to get in Roll20 right now.
Yeah, it's being a little slow. If you're trying to like look at stuff, scan kind of is a good action for that. Kind of be sneaky or skulk, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on the general like stance of how you want to get it done. Like,
Well-
what's up?
You still hear me?
I can now. What's up? You cut out again.
Yeah, it because it's trying to load roll 20 at the same time as everything else.
Hmm. Let's think.
Yeah, you should have been in the roll 20 earlier. Okay, well, I guess we're still waiting on Captain Chum Chum.
Not intentionally though. It's more just slow load times. I guess we can, while we're waiting, we can quickly pop back into the raid plans.
Yeah.
So what is our goal? That would determine our target.
Yeah. That's the good question. Let me actually look up like a.
I mean, I know one of the things that needs to be done is just finish up the
How do you raise your tier again?
Pillaging.
Since you said that we're pillaging, okay. Oh yeah, that's the super big endeavor.
Okay. He's in roll 20 and he should probably pop into back into voice soon.
Maybe we could go to the Beholder's Lair and like kick its ass to have it work for us. That could be kind of cool.
What was the thing we were saying about the well, it is an option. But there should be something more.
Yeah, I'm sorry everyone at home. Normally we're more on top of things. It's just that this is a lot of technical difficulties that's all coming from one source.
Yeah.
And this doesn't have to be happening right now. I'm kind of very frustrated. Just load roll 20 when you get here.
Okay. I see what's going on. It was like it was a computer crash. Anyway, so for coin, but also we could think, but also what about beer?
I could go for some beer.
There's rumors of a beer place. by another fishing village.
That's called a tavern, my friend.
No, not a tavern.
The
Uh,
brewery, I think you're meaning, right?
A beer making place.
Oh, I forget what they're called.
Bosun actually doesn't know the light tongue words for on the signs.
Are we speaking in light tongue?
Well, he doesn't know what the light tonguers call them.
True.
All right. Shifting.
Is it fixed?
Everything back up and running, Captain.
Yeah, we're an hour in. Can we please finish downtime? Captain Chum Chum, are you here?
You know what?
Okay, yep. He's out.
Hey, great. That was okay. Wonderful. Yeah, sorry about that. Like, some people like to join people's RPGs and just troll them and keep logging in and out and saying, "Oh, I'm having computer problems. Just wait for me." Oh, I don't know. It's so weird. My Roll20 didn't load. My Discord crashed, and for some reason, I'm not able to get in. That's so weird.
All right. Let's.
Yeah, I think for a raid, we go to this beholder's lair, and we get it, and we make an alliance of sorts. Like we show that we're badass, we're powerful, and that guy's gonna help us out. Because that way we expand our influence, and we're able to, like for instance, start annoying the islands of nearby, like more effectively.
That sounds good and all, but how are we showing that we're badass? Did you put it?
By going into the beholder's lair and breaking all of his stuff.
That's badass, is it?
I
It's
guess.
effective. It tells him, hey, if he can't stop us, then how can he stop anyone else?
It tells him, hey, come kill us.
Nah.
I mean, I'll give it a go.
And besides, beholders have really cool shit.
Yes, and they're also quite good at killing things, last I heard.
I think we can do it.
Only one way to find out.
Exactly.
Alright. Motion could go first.
Okay. So, we've decided on the target of the beholder.
Yes.
Yep, the beholder's lair on the bottom island.
And our goal.
Our goal,
Steal and break shit.
but that's the plan. The goal itself is to get him to like work with us.
By stealing and breaking shit.
Yes.
I see.
It's a plan that
Well,
can't
Well,
go wrong.
Bose and
I know
Maxley
that
would
for a
know
fact.
next to nothing about this kind of stuff being at the bottom of an ocean for God knows how long, so
You don't know.
sounds
about that.
brilliant. Um, so
Okay,
Yeah,
so
take-
we're you're settled on this. You want to pillage the beholder.
Indeed.
we want to just bully him
Okay.
into
Okay.
working for us.
Well, that's not going to happen. What are you going to do?
I see.
Yeah, unless there's a you've got a new fourth player that's playing a Doomseeker, that's not going to happen.
I see. If that's the case, then just eliminating the competition.
Works for me.
Another option would be just to hit the brewery so we can get for the shinies.
That also works for me.
Our goal right now is shinies, I think. We're doing this specifically to get funds to build out our dungeon.
Oh joy. Okay. Ow.
And make it even more evil. So yes.
That sounds good to me.
So now it's the question of, would the beholder have more shinies or would the brewery have more shinies?
Hmm.
That'd be a question for us to answer. To ourselves.
I think the Bury would have more traditional shiny things, while the Beholder would have a lot more exotic things.
Well, the brewery would have more created wealth, where the Doomseeker stronghold would have more like stolen wealth.
The question now is, what kind of wealth do we desire? Oh wait, either way, it's gonna be stolen wealth.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, by the time we get it, yes.
There we go. Nope. Dang it. Curse you, Mouse 5. Alright, so yeah. No, the brewer... I think the Beholder's Lair will be more of a back burner project. So let's... I vote for the brewery.
Okay then.
For me.
Plus, more beer, more revelry. All in accordance
Sure.
of the evil layer of doom.
I'm down for. I'm totally down.
Okay. So- So that's the target. What are we thinking as your like goal, your purpose, your porpoise?
To loot as much wealth as we can get our hands on, I think is what we decide on. So we're talking anything that glitters is shiny and is worth something.
How does that translate to what I'm saying? What
We
is
want to raid
what
the
is,
coffers.
what is literally the goal? What is the goal? Are we pillaging or not?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. The game has a specific word for this. Please use it.
All right. Yes. Okay. Yep. Pillage. That works. Forgot that was a word for a second there. Apologies.
This is the day Necro goes on a rampage.
Let's get this moving smoothly.
We don't know
Today
what
has
happened.
been,
This fat guy in a purple shirt starts swinging a broadsword in the middle of town, screaming, "I will take everything." We
Today has
tried
been an
spraying
off
him
day.
with mace, but that just made him mad.
All right, so goal, pillage, target Halfling Brewery, which is on the upper western island, just the island right below that. The little
Yes, there's actually something I forgot to mention.
the tiny little
um,
wings.
Is when you look off in that direction, you notice that the storm clouds above it are unnaturally thick today.
Oh joy.
Oh, like in the
Like essentially that whole like upper left island that's shrouded in thick rains.
is the vehicle bay ready?
It is.
Well, we could avoid the rains by going underneath the rains. Yeah. So, I guess our best bet for pillaging would be to use our new giant evil vehicle to kind of shock and awe our way in.
Yeah, that could work.
Essentially, we roll up, open it up, have a bunch of run around like a bunch of crazy people and just shove things into the vehicle and then back it up into the water and scuttle away to victory.
It's possible. That could work.
Any other plans?
No, not really. I mean, I say that's our best bet, honestly.
Then,
Yeah, I
you know,
can't-
we have a
I can't
shiny
think
new
of it.
submersible and I kind of want to use it.
That's fair.
Sounds
Okay, so we know how we're gonna get there. Let's talk about the plan, as in there are 6 general ways this could go: an ambush, an assault, a negotiation, stealth, a strike, or trickery. And a pillage raid is made up of 2 of these. Is you enact one plan and then on completion immediately enact the other. Fergal, you've been quiet. What do you think?
Okay. I don't know. I'm personally just a fan of bum rushing, so I don't think I'm the right to give ideas here.
Well, I mean, you are gonna have the element of surprise with your submarine, so
It's true. We could cause a distraction at the front gate, right? While everyone else goes in, get our minions to cause distraction front gate. We go in submarine. They're looking somewhere else, and boom.
I mean, well, what about this? What about a strike first? Like you attack one of the ships in the bay to like lure them out, and as they're looking for the submarine, you just assault the brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a lot better. Yeah.
Okay then.
So for the first section of this plan, let's talk.
How much stress would it take for me to make a tier 2 concoction?
I'm not sure. Let's talk about that. Like when you say tier 2 concoction, who's your daddy and what does it do?
I'm thinking of my almighty and evil barnacle balls. The cursed cannonball of crustacean, of coating a ship in barnacles.
Okay. Let's see here.
So
Then yeah, you could. I'm gonna say that's two stress, and you get one.
alrighty. I will add that to a supply, I guess.
Well, it counts as a temporary supply. Basically, it's you get a shot.
Yeah, that works.
Because there's also another mechanic called limited supply, where you basically tap it and it starts as a full clock, but as you use it, the wedges go away.
Mm-hmm. That's precisely what this is. It's just a one wedge clock.
Yeah. So,
The evil MacGuffin.
Well, how do you get in? Well, obviously the submarine. Who signals you to get out? Well, I mean, that would be the townspeople themselves, literally, because they'd sail out in their boats to like protect their other ship.
If they do.
And the brewer folk guard your prize.
Well,
Haughty little bastards. So I mean that's pretty simple. You pop up in your submarine, you zap them, you go back down, and you go to the port. Now the assault itself, what you thinking?
What do you mean by the assault itself?
Where does it begin? Do you pop out in the bay? Do you go around the other side? Do you like where do you hit them from, essentially?
That is a very good question because their ships are going out. We want to make it so their ships can't go around to get us.
Mm-hmm.
The better we position ourselves, the more time we have to steal things. Is kind of my thought process here. And the more time we have to deal with unexpected problems.
Okay, so this is more of an ambush then.
Not necessarily. It's more just we after we sink the ship, we just run up from let's say the coast. I mean, our submarine can't scuttle on land.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you could scuttle up, let everyone out, have it scuttle back down, and just remember where you parked it.
Yep.
Beep, beep.
Now everyone, do remember to lock the submarine, make it beep.
Instead of going beep beep, it like the eyes light up and it goes snip snip.
Here we go.
Trying to find it. Like, I always forget where I parked my damn submarine.
I forget where I parked my doomsday weapon. Brilliant.
Let's see here.
We don't have a lot of minions to kind of throw out a problem, so
Well, so I happen to remember that Fergal has 1 coin remaining,
Indeed, I do actually. Yes.
and so he could
Ow.
pay off his shroomy boys to come with him. That is one of the many
Yeah.
uses of coin.
Yeah. Okay. Where do I just go?
I think you just tick off your last like gold box or whatever it was.
Yeah. Done.
All right. Okay, so we
Give
got
us
the
an assault
plan.
force.
And so some details, like, are you just going to start hitting everything indiscriminately, or are you going for specific buildings?
Well, Bosun Maxile will now try to remember what kind of buildings would be in a town. Poorly.
Hmm.
I know Loggins would be rather indiscriminate with what he sets on fire, so like he'd try to set everything on fire no matter what, because hey, that's probably a good thing at the end of it. Maybe.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because it is
So-
worth noting that by pillaging them, you are knocking their tier down to take it for yourself.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, we totally will. I'd say we hit the tavern, the tavern, churches, wealthy homes.
Yeah. Absolutely, we're doing some proper piracy. Oh, I wrote that. Okay. So, that gives us enough information. We now set the scene. Though there is actually a pre-scene scene that I need to scene before we get to this scene in order to set up the scene that I'm about to scene. So, you're exactly. So you're submarining towards the halfling brewers. And I'd imagine at some point you up the periscope to see what's going on. And as you do so, crimson red washes over the periscope lens.
Uh-oh.
And you look up in like through the like little portholes to like so you can see what ships are above you, sort of vaguely, and you see that there's just droplets of crimson that dig down like 2 or 3 feet into the blue of the ocean. So like the entire surface of the sea here is coated in what appears to be blood. Raining blood!
That's very worrying.
It's worrying and metal as hell.
Rain blood!
My main worry is... Wait, did we cause it?
No.
Ow.
Loggins, did you make things rain blood?
No.
I
Are
don't
you-
know. We could have
He
done
would-
something.
If you had looked up the periscope and the thing was already like the water was on fire or something, or the periscope was on fire, then maybe you could say that's Loggins. But no, like he's not really a blood person. He's more of a like spontaneous combustion kind of person.
Okay, well then the worrying part is... Who?
If it wasn't the guy who does
Yeah.
the evil rituals, then who?
If it wasn't us, it must have been... God?
I'll give you another guess.
Can I use my
Yes.
perceptive scanning to look for, to just kind of poke my periscope up and just kind of get the general direction of where,
Where you think
like-
it's coming from?
yeah, an evil pillar of light, like a swirling, like a place where directly above it is a giant swirl in the clouds.
you do so. I'm not going to force you to roll for this because this is pretty easy. As you go, in the distance, in the deep jungles of the larger continent, in the swamps, you see a ziggurat that rises above the tree line, and it looks like pulses of red energy blast up into the storm cloud and reverberate in the heavens themselves.
We should maybe do something later. I don't know. I don't want their evil plans interfering with my evil plans.
Yeah, you can't cross the evil plan streams.
Should we come back? I don't want to, like... Yeah. Evil plan streams go best uncrossed.
I don't know. Like, it's now a dice roll. Do we actually want to do something about this?
That's up for you. I'm just saying they're up to some blood magic over there.
What if we just sort of bob underneath the water level, just wait to see what happens? It might go away.
You've been sailing through this water for some time. It's not.
Yeah, no. Let's just do our steely wheelie stuff, and then we can deal with that later.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
Steely wheelie.
wheelie wheelie automobile.
Yeah. All
Disregard
right.
the constabulary, acquire currency.
God damn it. Why do I never find these? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say you're gonna get 3 dice for this engagement roll because you've got the rain and also the badass submersible that is literally unknown to these people. Like they know things are under the water, but they don't expect ships to be under the water.
Okay, now for launching the almighty barnacle ball.
Okay, so you have the upper hand and are in control of the situation, which makes sense.
Yep. So targeting. Now let's look around for a ship.
It doesn't take you long for you to cruise around in the around the island. Thank you, Scar. The island, and there is a there's a particularly fat merchant ship that's in the water. It is I wrote this down. Right? I fucking better of. Where is it? Damn it. It's called the Lady McClund. It's called the Lady McClund is a large trade ship that's going through the water. And it doesn't look like it's from the brewers. It's flying different sails.
But it's at the brewery, right?
Yeah, but it's very nearby. It's at the brewery.
Who votes for sinking this ship with evil? Raise your hands and say arg.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Close enough.
Well, we're out
I
of
have no idea what it
torpedoes, but you have logins.
Well, we also have the barnacle ball.
Can we fire Loggins as a torpedo?
Once.
When he can
I
swim
want-
back.
You're
Deploy the
muted,
barnacle
logins.
launcher.
He might be away. Deploy the barnacle launcher.
Perfect time. If
Yeah,
he's
I-
away,
It's that
was
one
a
piece of
perfect
supply
time
I
to fire.
prepared beforehand. It was that cursed cannonball of barnacles and ship rot. Which is also barnacles.
Oh, today is a tiring, boring, dull day outside. You know that? Sorry, I got distracted by my window. It's one of those days.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. Do you want to be fired as a torpedo?
Oh, sure, go, let's do that.
That or
There's
there's a
no
merchant ship
hesitation.
above us.
Okay, fire the angry religious torpedo.
I mean, it depends. Do we want to fire the barnacle ball now or the angry religious torpedo?
Both.
Why not
What
both?
what if I'm hugging the barnacle bomb as I'm being fired?
What, and you like
then I-
spike it in the end zone when you get close?
Yeah, I then like just toss it at somebody out of anger, and then hopefully it blows up on them. Maybe.
If not, they get a big ball to the head.
If not, they get a very heavy barnacle on their skull, which is not very fun.
Jeez.
Okay.
So we fire both. Very well.
All right, then who wants to roll? Who wants to roll Tinker, because it's very tricky to get this to work.
I've got this.
Excellent. Then I suppose the submarine surfaces for a second to open its cannon port, and you're lining up your shot. Roll me Tinker for Kobold. Yes.
Next.
All right, Loggins, you're flying through the air, towards a large trade ship. What action do you want to roll to fling the cannonball? Loggins?
I'm here. I'm thinking. So what action? Fuck it. I'm thawing this thing. So, like, it's gonna be a smash. And let's actually see if I succeed here with the smash, because if I do, then I'm like 1 point away from like gaining a point in it. Hey.
Out of 3 though.
Oh yeah. God damn it. Oh well.
What do you mean? Oh well, that's a success.
No.
Oh.
I don't have any points in
you
it.
tried to do. Well, you do now. This is your third smash without the skill.
So I just get a point now.
Yep. Now that little X becomes a dot, you now have a dot and smash.
Hey. I just had to throw many heavy things.
So on the downside, however, you start to throw it, but the momentum actually brings you sinking down in the air, and so you're kind of rolling, tumbling, and splattering against the deck of the ship. Would you like to resist this somehow?
Let me see if I've got anything that even can. I don't think I've got any items that can do that, sadly.
You can use a tribute roll to resist as well.
Ooh, okay. How do I do that?
Oh
Oh yeah, like the
call it a
brains
resistance roll. Basically, whenever something bad happens to you or someone nearby, you can spend stress to either partially or fully resist it. So, so you choose action and you roll it to resist it, saying, I want to resist it by doing this thing. And then depending on what you roll, you spend a number of stress and either partially or completely resist it.
Okay, so in that regard, I'm gonna try and because I'm basically I'm falling onto the deck. You said right?
Yeah.
Like I'm essentially about to smash into it. Then, using the logic that I think only Loggins has, he's going to try and land gracefully on the deck, but on the bomb itself, because he thinks that way he'll be safe because the bomb will take all the hit for him. Because no one said he was a smart kobold. No one said he was a clever kobold. He's just a very he's just a very energetic and positive kobold.
All right. Go for it. What action are we doing here?
This is a finesse. This is him trying to like land with grace and fanciness because he thinks he's hot shit. Hey.
That is a mixed, which means that you spend 2 stress and you are going to partially resist the consequence.
Hell yeah.
I
only have several broken bones instead of all of them.
Yeah,
That's
you're
nice.
getting muscle shock because you get rattled against the the deck. However,
Yeah.
you jam the ball into the deck, and barnacles blast out all over the deck and like coat some guy's boots, and the cannons now are covered in barnacles, and
We need an ooh for that too.
and so Loggins, now you're just kind of, from the momentum of the explosion, you're flying off into the water, and you swim down back into the submarine, and
Sure.
there you are.
Fantastic.
But yeah, you guys see that the boat now, it's sagging pretty heavily in the water, but they don't have any holes in the hull, so they're not really sinking.
Cannon 2. Do we have a cannon 2?
Yes.
As I turn over and ask.
There is in fact a second cannon there, a rusty 4-pounder.
The trusty rusty 4-pounder. Kaboom.
Kaboom.
So launch another. We don't have any kind of fancy cannonball, so let's just use another cannonball. If we have a cannonball here.
Destroy them. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you shout as you heroic villainously fire the cannonball?
They shall destroy them utterly. We shall crush them beneath with our crabby claws. As I light the fuse, somewhat praying that this doesn't explode.
Why? What's wrong with explosions?
We're in a thing that likes to sit underneath the water that we could get a hole in.
That's true. Anyone who's been in the Navy will tell you how much they do not want to be in the submarine.
That's fair. I mean,
Submarines
yeah.
are not very
And
good.
I'm all out of sticky tape.
All right, so want to roll that tinker for the kaboom, the earth-shattering kaboom.
Pair of mixes.
Then yes. It's at this point I'd like to remind Fergal that he is a conniver. A conniving conniver.
Yes, I am.
You could always whisper sensual thoughts into Bosun's brain to make him re-roll.
I forgot about that. I know I can do that, but I forgot it gives me a reroll. And I take on one thing of stress, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just take a stress and do it. What do you? Because you see him loading the cannon. Like, what do you whisper to him to make him get the shot right?
I can. See, I'm trying to do it. I want to do it right, you know. I don't want to whisper some half-ass.
Swing away.
I'm just gonna softly whisper the lyrics to the song "Simply the Best" by Tina Turner.
Of course, you don't want to do this wrong. Yeah.
You know. So Tina Turner is never wrong. Tina Turner is never wrong.
I'd like to point out your character probably doesn't know what Tina Turner is.
But he does now. The mushroom version of Tina Turner.
What's their name?
Tina Fun Girl. Boom. I'm a genius.
Oh, it's still Fun Girl.
That's tough. Tina. No. I can't think of a good fungi pun.
Tiny
Toadstool.
Toadstool? Tina
Oh,
Toadstool?
Fuck you. Where'd you come up with that? Fuck you. Okay, yeah. Tina Toadstool works.
Then yeah, you recite the lyrics to a Tina Toadstool song, a famous bard among your people.
Yes. Totally not based off someone who's in a Mad Max movie.
All right. I guess I get the reroll.
Yeah, you may reroll.
You're
I
simply
hear more
adequate.
voices than usual.
You're a new voice. Oh.
Oh.
So you this is very distracting because this is more voices than usual. So you don't know which voice to trust, the one telling you how to load the cannon or the one that's whispering lyrics. And so you just don't know who to trust. And so you get the powder wrong and it just goes and the cannon the ball like visibly is ineffective. It kind of
You're pretty shit. Shorter than all the rest.
Running out of cannonballs and ideas.
Well, they've spotted you. They a broadside of cannonballs sails off in your direction critically as the McLund turns to broadside and you see the adventurous sea captain Sammy Hagar with his long ass beard locks says, "Get him!" and just cannons ring out in a single volley, and you hear creaks and crackles as water is pouring into the submarine.
Okay.
That was a waste of submarine.
No, I have it. I can use ingenuity again.
Then do it.
Yeah, well, you could also choose to do a resistance roll like Tinker, patch shit up.
Yeah. No, absolutely. As the other ingenuity, yeah, no, I'll totally do that. I'll tinker to patch up this big gaping hole in our ship.
A series of big gaping holes.
So are you gonna fix the submarine holes after, or?
Now, so we don't sink.
Okay.
That is like grade 1 of shipwright of being a bosun is patch the holes in the ship before you go under.
So you're just used to filling holes?
I mean, technically, you're already underwater.
Yeah, it's just going to bring us further underwater. Isn't that what submarines are meant to do?
Yeah, we're just going down quicker, which is what we need to do anyway. Like, I don't see a fault with this.
I mean,
So-
you guys don't breathe underwater. I do.
So
Or I don't breathe.
you're able to
what's
get
your-
most of the holes to stop belching water. It's more regulated. You set up some buckets. You know, you're using the
Remind
bucket
yourself
system.
that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Thank
That's
you. And so now water is at a lesser pace, streaming in. There's still a lot of holes. You know, this is quite a situation.
Okay, now time for. I guess I get stress.
Yeah, that's two stress for a mixed.
Let's see. Luckily, this thing is based on a crab. So, in a fit of sheer.
Are
Like,
we outlaw
deranged-
starring this?
What?
Are we outlaw starring this? Are you gonna grapple them?
Yes. I'm going to crush them with my crabby claws.
But that means that Fergal is the naked lady in the tank powering the vessel. I don't know how to feel about that.
Are you saying that Fergal isn't attractive?
I'm just saying that he's a literal. I'm just saying that he's a literal fungus, and my hatred of fungus knows no bounds. I have an imagine. It's like shut the fuck
he's
up,
right.
dude.
He's right here. Come on, he has feelings. I think. Do you have feelings?
What are they again?
I think that's actually worse.
Feelings. Are they the squishy bits?
I think so.
But yes, no, But no, we shall crush them. Crush them as I start manically laughing.
You should get that checked out.
So yeah, no, I'm going to try and crush them to bits, to splinters with my mighty claws on this submarine. I'm starting to give in to full crab madness. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. So what kind of roll would that be? I mean, I'm operating a machine here, like cranking a bunch of levers and stuff.
Then that would be
dealer.
dealer's choice. So you could choose to tinker this, or you could choose to smash this.
Probably
But this is more tinkery because you're like messing with pneumatics and you're trying to like adjust your steam boiler and you're trying to do this right. You want to crush this thing.
All right.
Yes, you are able to puncture it and start dragging it underwater.
As I see giant crab claws grabbing this. I'm wondering what the halfling brewers are thinking of a giant crab just essentially grabbing a ship in this storm and dragging it to the deep.
I'll tell you what they think. They think,
Well, I'll tell you what they think about it. It seems like every single ship in the harbor now is on its way. You've done your job.
I'm to the next step of the plan.
Indeed. And so, of course, not before that, Bosun, something you're able to do as you're dragging the ship down and is you're able to quickly run around and, you know, scoop things up and net it all up and get it under the ship because, or under your ship rather, as like a cargo net. And, So I'm gonna say you're able to get 2 loot from this ship, because this is in fact a ship that was created by a fresh ship that was just created, and this is its maiden voyage. Its goal was to make a journey around this quadrant of the ocean. Didn't really get that far
Before being attacked by an evil robot crab, lobster, submarine.
Yeah. And so that's that scene complete.
After the next scene, I'd like not to be the star of this one, other than just putting us on the ashore on the far side of the docks.
Fergal's ready to fuck some shit up.
Oh yeah, what is Fergal gonna do?
I don't know. I originally wanted Fergal to eat someone, but that might be a bit much.
That might be a little too intense.
Yeah, I am going to open the big hatch to drop off everybody.
Okay.
Once the hatch is dropped, logins immediately charges out.
Yeah, Fergal's bum rushing it too. Just, ah.
And your minions?
Oh, they're following me. Of course.
And also, I'm sorry, you got 3 loot from that, not 2. I was wrong.
Okay, got it.
So what was that, Fergal? Just set the scene. How do you launch this assault with you and your Shroomy boys?
Fergal's gonna just pick them up because they're tiny. Well, small. He's gonna scoop them up and just run out. And when he makes it to the place, he's just gonna go and release.
Release the hordes.
Then yes, you start sprinting up, and you see that there's like a stocky stone wall, and so there's a bunch of halflings that have crossbows, and they start to levy up, and so roll me roll me something as for your Shroomy boys, because describe how they attack these halfling crossbowmen.
They are going to finesse their way around. They're gonna dodge and zigzag.
Ooh,
Do all
serpentine.
all their little avoidance tricks and go for the ankles.
All right.
It's their
Maybe
favorite
more the
sign.
kneecaps now.
Yeah, I suppose. Same thing.
Oh no. They try to dodge arrows, but in fact the crossbows fire at a volley, and so some of them are outright caught in that by arrows, and that essentially stops their charge outright. They are wounded.
Well, for that, the archers must pay.
Yeah. And they hurriedly start reloading their bolts, staring at you, Fergal.
Alright, I'm just gonna charge at them. Fucker.
Oh, he's coming at us! What? Reload!
I'm gonna just, just ram them. That's the word. Just, No, I don't do very well in that either. This isn't looking too good.
Do you only have 2 dots in Smash? Oh, that's right. You're primarily Then yes, Fergal, you start to smack, like swing your club, but these guys are like wry little buggers. They keep backpedaling as fast as they can with their furry little feet, reloading their crossbows, and they all kneel down and they all shoot their crossbows at you. You are bloodied. Wait, you are potentially going to be bloodied. Do you want to roll resistance to not get hit?
Sure. How do I roll that?
Choose an action that makes sense.
Finesse, I guess, to dodge and weave.
Yeah.
That's a success.
Yes, so you fully will resist you fully resist it, and you lose one, and you you take a stress.
Okay.
What's funny is if you roll a critical on a resistance roll, you actually clear a stress. It's kind of funny how that works.
That would have been very useful.
But yeah, so Fergal, describe how you completely evade the volley of crossbow bolts with your finesse.
Fergal's, you ever see The Matrix?
Of course.
Fergal's just leaning back, like, sidestepping out of the way. He's doing mad shit.
Yeah, they all go over you. Loggins, Bosun, would you like to do something? It sounds like Fergal's in trouble.
If he's in trouble, then there's only one thing that I can do. Cause a big enough distraction to make them not try to kill him.
Ow.
That's a good thing to do.
How it is very, very simple. I'm going to cause a lot of fires in a very, very quick pace. This may not be the smartest plan, but it is a plan.
Where are you going to start these fires?
Because I'm trying to remember where we are now. It's like in my head.
Well, you're like crouched in a bush, like just outside of the perimeter wall of this brewery, and
yeah.
You could see Fergal is tagged like taking on a group of crossbowmen like over on that side, and you can see that there are also other sections where there are handfuls of crossbowmen, and they're like, some of them are diverting to go handle Fergal, but they're still on watch because they don't know if there are more coming.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I got it. I'm gonna spontaneous combust somebody through the power of magic.
That's a plan.
Yeah, like one of the guys aiming a crossbow at my good friend, he's gonna suddenly know what it feels like to be in an oven at like 7 million degrees for 3 seconds.
Your domains are greed and jealousy. Using greed and jealousy, how will you make him spontaneously combust?
Well, I'm already furious that he has things that I don't have, like I don't have a crossbow, I don't have his fancy armor, I don't have his helmet, I don't have his fucking paycheck, which is pissing me off so goddamn much. I don't have that many friends like he does. I don't have like a loving family or like a wonderful house with a picket fence. Like, I can't even speak light tongue, so I'm already fucking furious. Like the way I imagine it is that the kobold will be just wanting. He wants everything, literally everything he can't have. He wants it. He is extremely envious as a creature.
You are going to channel a Kamehameha out of pure anger and jealousy.
Yes, and I'm gonna make a man catch, and I'm gonna set a man on fire because of it. And if his gold melt, like if he's got gold coins and they melt, then I'll just pick up the molten mass once it's cooled down, obviously, maybe, and just like run off with it.
All right, roll invocation to to do this,
Channel his
I'm-
fury to make a man burst into flames by pure fury.
Crits!
and I'm gonna say that was a tier 2 spell, because you're just because yes, you are. You invoke the powers of Gamosha and so describe how this happens. Like, paint us a picture.
Like the way I imagine it is like he's got his hands like together, like sort of in a prayer, and he is like he's imagining like all the things that this guy has, or at least what Loggins imagines this man has, and through his mental image, the guy is actually like little flames are gathering on his clothing.
Uh-huh.
And the more that Loggins is like intensifying like what this guy has, because of course it keeps building up. Like, this guy probably owns a mansion with like piles of gold. Like, he's just elevating what this guy has to like get angrier and angrier about it, because how dare he has all that shit. And at one point you can almost feel the migraine coming out of Loggins as then this crossbowman just literally erupts in flames and is screaming horribly because holy shit, he's now on fire from head to toe from seemingly out of nowhere. And then Loggins probably like almost passes the fuck out from his own headache. Like, once it's all done. That's the best I can think of right now, though.
Okay. Well, that so yes, and so you not only do it, but you do it so well that it furthers your plan. How does this further the plan?
I think it would start causing a rout of a bunch of soldiers.
Yeah.
Because after all, someone just literally burst into flames out of goddamn nowhere, like the gods were angry. Like, I can imagine quite a few of them running for the goddamn hills out of like surprise and shock. And ultimately, that progresses the plan, because with less defenses, we can do our shit easier.
Absolutely. A bunch of the crossbowmen are now terrified because someone's catching people on fire, and all of their best warriors just sailed out to go save the other ship. Now these militiamen are just scrambling back into the walls.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't really have much to do in this since I'm kind of staying with the ship.
Oh, you didn't want to like leave it parked underwater or something?
Essentially, I bring it back underwater so I can then, when the signal is made of the town being on fire, I scuttle back up and.
Oh, and that way you can just have everything loaded up. Okay.
Yeah, this is my whole point of staying back here is to occasionally pester some enemies, but for the most part, just make our escape all that much faster.
Okay, that's fine by me. In that case,
All thing I could do is potentially launch some loose like scrap out of a cannon every once in a while.
just like rain hell from the distance. Yeah, because Fergal, you hear the cries of the halflings a bit abandoning their positions. Like, even the crossbow in front of you are starting to like lose their nerve.
That's the plan.
Yeah, they're shakily backpedaling and trying to load their arrows. Like, we gotta stop him. We gotta stop him. The city's in danger. Not the booze.
I'm gonna try just bonk them on the heads this time.
Oh yeah, you're going in with your club.
I tried charging, didn't work. I'm just gonna bonk like whack-a-mole, one by one.
Just keep bringing your club down.
Yep, pretty much. It's bound to work at some point. And now would not be that point.
Yeah, these little bastards are too quick. These furry little buggers. They scurry through the gate and they close it behind them, and then they make very rude gestures from behind it. Of course, the gate's only like 5 feet high. Like, you could just jump over the damn thing, but it's principle.
It's a whole Monty Python, you know. Your father smells of elderberries. That sort of stuff, or
Yeah, they're making all sorts of like rude gestures, and they're telling rude jokes, and like as you step closer, they just scurry back into the town.
I guess I can provide a little bit of fire support, so to speak.
well, I was thinking, is there any trees around?
Yes, you can go back in the tree line. You have plenty of things to grab.
How big is a tree? That's a really bad question, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there any, like, small enough trees that I could lift but big enough to do some damage?
Actually, yes. In fact, so, as one of like so yeah, there's like a stack of logs, and like one of these logs is like easily big enough where you with some heft you can swing it around like a big weapon.
Alright, well, I would like to grab said log, and I would love to smash it into the gate. Preferably the wall, not the actual gate itself.
All right. You levy the log and start running at the wall.
Uh-huh. And that's a fail. What the fuck is with my rolls today?
Oh my! You have Caldonis disease.
What is happening? I was so good last game.
Mind if I try and give it a shot?
Yeah,
Lift the
because
log? Sure.
Fergal, you keep ramming the log in, and you look up, and there's the moon of a halfling just wiggling on like that. There's like a village tower like that they would be sniping from, but the crossbowman just has his pants down and is wiggling his booty at you.
He's gonna be the first to go.
Speaking of which,
he's like, haha, you can't break the wall.
where is the... I'm going to use his, okay. I guess I can go full feral if I do another ingenuity roll. A couple more ingenuity rolls. So, let's do that.
Well, what are you trying to do? Ingenuity?
Essentially, I'm trying to, for temporary supply, use my loose scrap and gunpowder, essentially make it rain fire and steel.
Oh, you don't have to do ingenuity for that. You can just use your scrap.
Okay, so it just takes a tick off my supply.
Well, it's a supply you just have. So yeah, you just say that you're using it, and yeah, so yeah, you could just as an action, yeah, we could just say that you're loading all you've moved all the cannons to one side, and you just have a conga line of scrap guns going, laying down some cover fire.
I'm essentially just trying to make it rain fire upon the land.
Yes.
I guess that'd be a tinker roll.
Yes, it would, and you see, so far you still have things under control.
All right. Did that do it? Yep, there it goes. Had a little delay there.
scrap rains down from above. It rains down in the streets. Some crossbowmen get caught by it. You see houses get dented in. However, one of the biggest, nicest breweries in town, the boiler gets nicked, and it goes up in a fireball.
There goes some of our planned loot.
Yeah, that would have been some very good loot because there was plenty of alcohol in there. However, there's now chaos in the streets as many of the buildings now have small fires. There are bucket brigades running around. It's chaos and pandemonium. You're in.
No worries though, because what happens after they brew the alcohol? It gets sent to taverns. That's where we hit next. It's bound to be something there.
Yeah, Fergal, it's easy enough for you to just sprint down the streets. I mean, these halflings aren't going to stop you. None of them look like soldiers. Like, one gasps and, like, closes their shutters, and another tries to throw an egg at you, but you just bash it away. These guys hate you.
Well, I'd hope so. That's the whole point.
I think one of them's probably screaming in terror. Like that, the classic monster movie scream.
Not Godzilla, like, jeez.
I mean, aren't you like 7 feet tall? To them, you are Godzilla.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, but they are very small. Okay, yeah.
Not only
Maybe
that, but also there's a giant robot crab rampaging around the coast.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm just gonna kick the door in of the nearest tavern.
Yeah, you kick it in, and you get your shroomy girth through the door, and like you scrunch your mushroom head so it fits, and you're now in a nice tavern, and there's a bunch of people drinking, and they all turn and look at you silently, like what do you do?
Is there any kegs out that I can point to?
Oh, there's so many kegs. There's like kegs lining the walls and like wine racks. Like, this is a very nice establishment.
I'm just gonna point to alcohol and look dead in the eye of the barkeep.
He twirls his mustache in terror, and then he picks up his clipboard and kind of like bats the head of one of the people that are at the bar. He goes, and he points the clipboard at you and says something to him in light tongue, and the scruffy patron looks at you, and then he gets out of his chair and he pulls out his cutlass and points it at you, and he says, "Hark, fiend! I'm Barnabas, the duelist." Yeah, that's who I am. Zartifus, fight me! As he pulls out a flask and he drinks.
Fergal's gonna approach slowly, step by having step, get his club and just sideswipe.
You're just gonna try and bash this guy through a wall.
Pretty much just get him out of my way, just poof.
Alright.
That's 4.
Yes,
That's yeah, I guess, but
He parries with his fine cutlass and sidesteps out of the way, resisting the result, and says, "Ha ha! You can't beat a drunken swordsman." And he's going to step forward and flash his blade, and he's going to stab you right in the shin, and you're a fungus and don't have vital organs, so that's kind of pointless. So he just
Does anyone
kind of.
have vital organs in their shin?
Some people do. People have gooches.
In their
And
shin?
sometimes. I mean, we don't talk about the shin gooches of Shar Hollow. Like,
That
I was
has to
also
be
thi-
our
I was
next
also
game,
thinking-
by the way.
I was also thinking that I'm trying to remember the femoral artery or something like that.
yeah, like there are arteries there, but not in fungus. So he just kind of stabs you with his little sword and then says, "Haha, you're gonna bleed out and wait. You're not bleeding, cheater."
Wait, you pulled the sword out?
Yeah, he just kind of stabs you and then pulls it out and takes a step back.
Virgo's gonna Chewbacca this shit. Grab him by the shoulders and pull. Yeah, I've done this before. Just grab him and pry him apart.
Ah,
That would be smash, I guess.
yes, it would.
That's a success.
Oh, that is a success, and yeah, you grip him. You
Careful with
grip
your
him
wording.
and start you grip his length and start pulling either way.
That sounds horrible. Never say that again. That sounds so painful.
Yeah, you grip him by either arm and just start yanking, and you can see him groan and gnash his teeth in pain, but he worms out of his peacoat and gloves, and now he's just in a fine little shirt, and he starts to walk away. Well, not walk away. He's going to start just hacking and slashing at you. He got it mixed, and so yeah, either you're going to get bloodied by this, or you can resist, as he's going to just start hacking and slashing at you, trying to like cut off your limbs and like defeat you.
I'll attempt to resist.
I will defeat you, evil Bang.
Can he just grab like a chair and block all the slashes?
Yes,
Die easily.
you could totally do that.
What would that be?
Maybe finesse or trick, or
I suppose.
but like it could be trick, like you're trying to
Yeah.
like goad him into hitting the chair so you can like maybe lock up his sword.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. That's 2 successes.
Well, that's a critical. So so you entirely resist his attack and you actually lose a stress. You are relaxed by this.
Oh, that's good to hear.
And in fact, yes, you lock up his sword so that he can't even like attack you, and everyone in the bar is like flabbergasted. They can't believe the drunken swordsman is getting his ass kicked.
What a
Which
surprise.
so it's Fergal, you've got this guy dead to rights. How do you handle this?
Fergal's gonna grab his head and twist until his head comes off.
Or just hit him with a chair.
That's not as fun. No, I'll decapitate him and maybe I'll hit his head with a chair like a baseball. I mean, yeah, that sounds fun. Oh, that's a 4.
I shall be right back.
You feel you grab him, you start to twist, and his neck cracks a little bit, but he starts it's not enough to quite take him out, and he's going to, as you're starting to twist, he's going to make one final attempt, one final countdown, as he's going to stab into your chest and start to dig around, like trying to find what will stop you. I want you to either get bloodied or resist this, as he's like stabbing into you and trying to stop you from killing him.
Could I trick him into thinking he's rooting around inside me, but in actual fact he's rooting around in like a sack?
Oh, you want to like pretend like you're getting hurt, but you're not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, ooh, ah.
Ooh, no, stop.
That's a success and a 4. So just success.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's also a full resist. Let me quickly
Resist,
look.
take 1 stress.
Yeah, you resist. Yeah, you take 1 stress, which is hilarious because you just lost 1.
Yep.
But yeah, he's digging his sword in, and you're going, oh no, please, not that, no. And so he's convinced that he's killing you. So finish him. A mixed or better is going to defeat this adventurer.
Okay. You know, this time I'm gonna go simple enough. I'm gonna grab him by the leg and just from side to side onto the floor.
Oh, you're just gonna Hulk him? You're gonna just slam him from side to side? Go for it.
Yeah. That's a mixed.
That's enough, because you keep slamming
I've been
him
chipping away at him for a while.
to and fro. Adventurers are badasses. You start slamming him from side to side, and his coin purse comes free, and his goods fall out of his jacket, and he also, after a while, just starts splatting side to side. At this point, everyone in the bar is freaking out. They're leaving. The bartender's trying to scramble out the back, and it's at this point, Loggins has already had enough time to strategically set fires, and he's like cased some houses. The crab walker's on its way to start loading its hold. Like, you're at the point where you're able to start like looting.
Oh, that sounds good to me. I'm gonna pick up everything that guy dropped.
Yes, because you defeated an adventurer, your loot goes up by 1.
Great. And I am going to have a look around at any tables. Does anyone leave any money from gambling or bring their tab, etc.?
I mean, there's some, but your guys are gonna grab that anyway, because what ends up happening is you're all gonna come in and pretty much spirit away every single keg and coin in this building.
I see. Then I'm gonna go after the bartender and see where he ran off the.
All right. How do you track the bartender? Because he's also a scrambly little fellow.
Well, I just wanted to go out with the way he went and see if I could see him. Nothing too important.
Oh, okay. You don't want to do. Okay, so you go out there and there's no trace. Well, there is a trace of him. You can see a little bit of apron cloth where he jumped over the fence and scurried into a back street.
Okay. As for buildings around me, what do I see?
A lot of small houses. There's like this square building with a ringing bell on top of it that you think is the militia center, and you can even see like people scrambling to it like it's their meeting house.
Okay, can
Are there
I?
any? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I mean, since I'm kind of rolling in, can I just let Godzilla through the town?
Absolutely. The town walls and the small buildings are no match against the giant crab walker, as it is able to essentially literally wade into the city.
Dun, 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 dun.
I was gonna ask, is there any explosives around?
Well, you do see a couple of the kegs are marked with like an XXX, like high explosive, and it has a label on it in light tongue that you can't quite make out. You just make out the word explosive.
It's watch. I'm gonna try. It's gonna turn out it says like not explosive. Okay,
It's inflammable. See, it won't catch a flame.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use 2 explosive barrels if I can find them.
Yeah, you got one under each arm there.
I'm just gonna start rolling them towards buildings. Do I see any open flames, lanterns, pits, etc.?
The city's on fire.
Oh yeah,
Right.
like you could just yeet one of these on one of the fires on top of the building, and the whole thing's gonna go up in smoke.
That's what I want to do.
Then yeah, roll me like finesse or like something like prowessy as you're yeeting these into buildings.
Finesse works with me. That's a mixed.
Yeah, it's a little sloppy, but you huck one into one large like building, it just blows up. You throw another into this what looks to be like a nice little church where the church tower's on fire, and you throw it in there. The whole thing combusts from inside and just goes like flying. By now the entire city's like in ruins, and it's pretty crazy.
Alright, guys, that sounds good to me. That sounds like a raid complete.
Yeah,
Sounds like a load up the stuff. Time to start loading up the stuff and leaving kind of situation.
indeed. So you guys are able to fill up the submarine completely with booty. You gain additional loot. So you're going to gain another 3 dice of loot, which should put you at 7.
I have 3. Puts me at 6.
Oh, you get to count the adventurer too.
Okay, 7.
Yeah, because everyone counts that.
Okay.
So yeah, then now blowback. So the big thing is that you were pretty brazen. This is a big thing, and so they practically are scrambling throughout the waters looking for where you went, because the last they see of you is the crab walker descending beneath the waves, and for a while they're dropping gunpowder that with underwater wicks to as like depth charges, but you're too tricksy. You're way below the waves where they can't get you.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. The raid was a success.
Hooray!
I do have some bad news.
We destroyed most of the city.
I can only stay for another 20-30 minutes ish.
What's up?
Yeah, I can. Sadly, I have shit to do. I can only stay for about 30 more minutes.
Oh, that's fair. We're about to wrap up. Cause
okay.
I just want, because what I can do is I can roll blowback, explain that, and then we can raid out.
Perfect. Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah.
Oops. No, we
Yeah, we
continue.
Godzilla through a town.
How? So the funny thing is, this kind of went perfectly because, I mean, yeah, you took some damage, but you kept to the plan.
Yeah, that's true.
Minor blowback. So, so they keep dropping death charges, and you start to feel like rumples in the hole, like more starts to leak, more that you can't just patch up at this point. And so all of you are convinced that when that it's going to cost a gold each in order to like refurbish this hole. Like you're gonna have to send imps out and like purchase new goods to replenish. Because this is the first time you've launched such a far raid, especially with the submarine. So you didn't know what it took until now. Now you know it takes a lot more supplies than you thought. So the next time you gain coin, you're going to get -1 each.
We go down to 6 loot.
That works for me.
No, you still get the loot roll. It's just when you get coin, you will get less.
Okay.
And so that's the end of the raid. Well, this raid. Thank you all so much for joining us. We had I'm sorry again for the rocky start. Shit happens. We're gonna raid out someone. Who do we got?
Anyone?
Um,
The door's gone.
Lithador's always going. He has a 24-hour stream.
That's true.
Plus, we rated him last time, or I rated him pretty recently. Ooh, they're playing Delta Green. Ooh, someone's playing Delta Green. Let's go.
Is it Lollygaggers or Free Publishing?
It's Daniel and Dice. They're playing oh, they're on like wow, they're on like a air carrier or something. This is gonna be interesting. So so we're raiding this guy. Thank you all so much for joining us. We're gonna be doing this next week as well. Let's see here.
Make sure to be back here on Friday for I don't know, fuck it Fridays. What do we do anymore?
I don't know. It's kind of just fuck it Fridays now. It used to be Table Flip Fridays, but it was very hard to consistently get people for that though. So it kind of became fuck it Fridays.
That's the new name. I love that. That actually works really well.
Let's see here. What's there to shill? I mean, I'm gonna be playing Danganronpa later today because I'm all caught up, and now I have to play the second game because fuck me.
Good luck.
Are you gonna be streaming anything soon?
Might be doing one tonight. Depends how I feel after chores and shit I have to do. But I have a big stream coming.
Oh no shit.
I received $150 in donations for a Lego set off my stream. And the Lego Friends Apartments is coming. I'm going to be building that on the stream. And I'm possibly, don't hold me to this because it depends on financial things at the time. I'm most likely going to be giving away a Lego Central Perk set in a quiz.
Ooh.
Which is a $60 set. So be sure to pop in for that.